these shrugs, I can go really heavy if I do this. If I use my lower body to shrug the weight up. So I'm using my knees, I'm basically doing like some type of hybrid squat and rack pull and shrug all in one. Now, yes, this will allow you to lift really heavy weight. The problem with this is we're trying to grow our traps. That means we gotta put more overload on our traps and use less momentum and use less muscle groups to lift the weight. Guys, if you wanna grow your traps, you are in the right spot because I'm gonna break down my complete 30-day blueprint to grow my traps as fast as possible. This 30-day trap workout plan is so brutally effective because you're doing two things simultaneously. You're increasing your volume each week and you're increasing the weight that you lift each week. And we're actually gonna stick with a barbell shrug for this program. So I'm gonna pop some Superhuman pump and we're gonna do a fun giveaway. One lucky person is gonna win a full tub of Superhuman pump. And all you have to do to enter the giveaway is guess how much I paid for a barbell and 245 pounds of plates during quarantine. So take a guess down below in the comments. Whoever guesses closest is gonna win a full-size tub of Superhuman pump. Everyone else that doesn't win, there'll be a discount link down in the description below. This stuff is legit, guys. So when it comes to the barbell shrug, this is really the only exercise that you need to grow your traps. You just need to have the right volume and overload and stay consistent in your regimen. So the number one mistake that I see when a lot of you guys are doing shrugs is your hands are like inside here. It's very tough to get trap activation when your hands are inside here. With these shrugs, I can go really heavy if I do this. If I use my lower body to shrug the weight up. So I'm using my knees, I'm basically doing like some type of hybrid squat and rack pull and shrug all in one. Now, yes, this will allow you to lift really heavy weight. The problem with this is we're trying to grow our traps. That means we gotta put more overload on our traps and use less momentum and use less muscle groups to lift the weight. So with shrugs, first of all, I always use straps. So these are my go-to Superhuman straps. I'll throw a link in the description below for these, but really any straps will do. What you're gonna do is you're gonna pick a grip a tiny bit wider than shoulder width apart. See how the ridge of the bar right here? Don't shrug there. Take your grip outside. Now, shrug up and pause for a second and slow the eccentric down. The knees are gonna bend the tiniest bit. You're gonna use a tiny bit of lower body momentum, that's fine. Just don't do one of these. Nothing better than seeing the beautiful beach or you're getting some big ass traps, guys. When your grip is out here, in fact, I challenge you guys to do this at home. Just with no weight or grab some light dumbbells, do this. You're gonna feel your traps a little bit, but nowhere near the activation. Then, if you bring your grip all the way outside, really squeeze, hold, back down slow and controlled. Squeeze, hold, down slow and controlled. So now that we got the form down on the barbell shrug, this is the full 30-day program. Now, week number 1, I want you guys to pick a weight that you can do until failure with perfect form. I did 225 pounds. I did this for 12 reps, and I did this for 7 total sets with 90-second rest time. Now, 225 pounds is much less weight than I would normally do on the barbell shrug. With this program, if you want to grow your traps, I cannot recommend it enough. Don't ego lift, have perfect form, and just focus all of your attention and energy on activation in your traps. Go nice and light, but this should be extremely challenging as well. So I went 225 pounds in week 1, and it was a pretty challenging workout, but I felt like I could jump it up substantially in week 2. So now I'm up to 245 pounds. Now what I'm gonna do here, I'm in week number 2. Today's workout is going to be 9 total sets at 245 pounds. I'm gonna do this 2 times in week number 2. So look what we did. We increased the weight and the total number of sets. We're increasing our volume and the total tonnage we're lifting. Remember, 225 pounds for 14 sets is week 1. Now we're doing 245 pounds for 18 sets in week number 2. Now in week number 3 and 4, I'm basically doing the exact same thing. I'm increasing the weight and I'm increasing the volume, the total number of sets that I do by about 20%. So by week number 4, I'll be doing, probably about 275-ish pounds for 12 reps. I'll be doing about 12 sets per workout. If you guys really want to crank up the intensity on this, you guys want like one more time under tension move, If you only have, say, a barbell, what you could do is you could strip the weight, and on weeks 3 and 4, just to crank up the intensity, add in more metabolic stress, you could do the last 3 sets of the workout, you could go T45, and this means 45 seconds time under tension. If you have some dumbbells, I highly recommend you guys do the Charles Glass special shrugs, where you go from basically shrugging with your hands pronated, rotate to a supinated position. I've shown you guys that video in the balloon method traps workout. I know I've shown you guys that exercise in a lot of other videos. That's probably my favorite dumbbell trap exercise to grow my traps. If you didn't want to just do one exercise, you wanted to say throw in a dumbbell move as well, I highly recommend those as opposed to normal shrugs. Oh yeah. So guys, the punchline is this. Week number 1, you're gonna pick a weight that you can do for 7 sets of 12 reps, and it should be a weight that's very challenging, but you can complete all 7 sets. After that, weeks 2, 3, and 4, you're just adding a little bit more weight and you're adding more volume. And I cannot stress enough, keep a workout log, keep tracking your phone, whatever you gotta do. But for the next month, only focus on increasing your weight each week and your total volume. And I promise you, you guys are gonna see some amazing results. You're gonna grow those traps. But that's actually only one part of the equation. You guys gotta be eating in a calorie surplus. You guys gotta be putting the right foods in your body. If you wanna stay right here on YouTube, I recommend that you binge watch my complete workout playlist with the godfather of bodybuilding himself, Charles Glass. I'm gonna link that right over here. Perfect for a nice fall family night, perfect for a first date, because nothing is more romantic than making gains. So I will link that playlist right over here. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. We got so many epic videos on the way, and I'll see you guys on the next video.
You ain't got no gains. You ain't lift no weights.